Can I tell you a secret? No, not that one. This one, okay. The classroom smelled like hairspray and nerves. White walls, bright lights, 50 stations lined up shoulder to shoulder, and me, standing behind my chair, comb in hand, pretending I knew what I was doing. That day we were practicing a simple trim. Nothing fancy. Just cut, chat, repeat. She was one of those clients who filled the air the second she sat down. Bubbly, dramatic, a little too honest. The kind you know is going to say something memorable. I asked how she was doing, and before I could even part her hair, she sighed, rolled her eyes, and leaned in like we were best friends at a sleepover. And that's when she said, "I think I'm going to leave my fiancé." The room didn't go silent, but in my head, static. I froze midsection. She kept going. She told me she was in love with her best friend. The same best friend everyone, including her fiancé, thought was gay. Except he wasn't. Apparently he just really liked facials. She whispered, "I think he might be the one." I didn't know whether to laugh, gasp, or hand her the cape like it was a box of tissues. My scissors moved on autopilot while my brain screamed, "Girl, you're about to cause an explosion." And that was the first time I understood the real power of listening. It's funny how life works, right? One minute you're minding your own business, snipping away, thinking you're just doing a simple trim. And the next minute you're sitting front row seat to someone's life-altering revelation. I mean, talk about a plot twist. Who knew a haircut could lead to such drama? Not this girl. I spent the next few minutes nodding my head, trying to look busy. I wanted to be a good listener, but internally I was a mess of tangled thoughts. How could she be in love with her best friend? Best friends don't end up together. At least that's what they say in the movies. Plus, wasn't her fiancé, the guy she was supposed to marry, things didn't add up. And let's be real, I was just a rookie stylist, not a relationship guru. But as I continued to listen, I realized something even more intriguing than her love life. I learned that sometimes people just need to talk, to get it off their chest. Maybe they don't even expect advice or help. They just want to be heard. By the time I finished her trim, she looked lighter, freer, like she had just dropped the heaviest bag in the world onto the salon floor. Scissors down, I turned to her in the mirror. All I could think of was that scene from He-Man when he takes off his helmet and his face is all green. Yeah, it was that green. I wanted to ask questions, to dig deeper, but I knew that would only make her shut down. So I just gave her a sympathetic smile and said, "Well, that sounds like a lot." Then she did something that made my jaw drop. She laughed, a big, loud, beautiful laugh that echoed in the suddenly very small room. "It is," she said, her eyes sparkling. "But I feel so much better already. Thanks for listening." Before I could respond, the bell rang, signaling the end of class. She gathered her things, and with a final wave, she was gone. Me? I was shook. But I also realized something. Behind the chair isn't just about bangs or blowouts. It's where people confess. It's where the truth slips out. Now, over the years, I've heard all sorts of secrets behind that chair, some that would make your hair curl tighter than a shrunken perm. But I've also learned something else. Some secrets are best left unspoken. Like the time a client told me her husband was cheating on her with a woman named Tiffany. Or when another client revealed their plans to rob a bank. Yeah, those moments really made me question my barber chair. Am I a hairdresser or a therapist? Is this a salon or a confession booth? But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Because sometimes the most unexpected places can teach you the most valuable lessons. And that's all for today, folks. Until next time, remember, life is like a box of highlights. You never know what you're going to get. Keep being you and keep listening. You never know what secrets you might uncover.